Hello and welcome to the check-in for February 20th. Let's get right into it. Today, let's start with SEO. Yesterday, doing some lead gen activities most of the day, and it's weird because I feel like I didn't get much done. But it's just weird. There's just so many different things you can do. I did some SEO. I guess one thing I'm excited about is that I noticed I am globally ranked on page 1 for SEO reseller plans, that keyword phrase, globally, like on page 1. So like I checked Australia, I checked US, I'm talking about my home city, Harahan, New Orleans, New York, Chicago, and I also checked London. And maybe some other cities too, but like, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. It might be one of those temporary things where Google's like, all right, let's see how this dude does on the homepage. Let's give this dude a shot, and let's see how people respond. So it might be one of those situations. So hopefully it lasts a while, but it is the biggest SEO win I've had for my own business since I started SEO. And let's hope it stays, because that's that's a pretty cool keyword, and that's a majority of my business right now is from white label white label SEO reseller type stuff, so that's exciting. But back to like what I would actually do day to day. Before we move on, I attribute that success to one of 3 things, or maybe a combination of all. The only thing I've done really recently, and I've built up a couple links in the last few months, but this happened so suddenly that I don't necessarily think I think the links play a factor, but I think what really pushed it over the edge was one of the following. Number 1, give me a second. I recently changed my title tag for that page, for the page that I was trying to rank for that. I changed the title tag to put in parentheses in all caps, view our plans. So when they search for SEO reseller plans, it says view our plans in parentheses. That's a little tip I picked up from Ruan Marino, guy I've been watching on YouTube. So I gave that a whirl, and so that's one thing I changed. And so when people are scrolling through, they're like, okay, this is what I want. I want to view the plans, and I have the plans there. I don't have the pricing there, but I have the plans there. And then the other thing I recently did, my SEO domain was set to expire next month in March, and I just put it off to the last minute. And we all know for SEO, you don't want to do that. You want to have your stuff your domains registered far in advance, right? So I went in, and and this is like last week. I just did this, and I extended it for a couple of years, like 2 or 3 years. I can't remember what. So that's another thing I did in the last 2 weeks. And then the third thing, and we know Google and YouTube are either the same thing, the same company, right? Well, I started posting these videos every day on YouTube. Are they giving me a bump because I have the link? Because they're associating me with like activity, and they're seeing my link in the videos. I mean, that's 3 things I changed. Like, I don't know what it is. And that's the sucky thing about SEO. You never know exactly what it is. I mean, sometimes you do because you're not doing that much, but if you're doing multiple things, it's hard to attribute it. And now we're 4 minutes into the video, and I'm still talking about SEO. So let me keep going. On the Twitch side, I did not stream last night because I was working on SEO stuff, church implementation, making sure. One pitfall is like, deadlines sometimes can kind of slip through the cracks, and then next thing you know, you're losing the client. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm pretty happy about being able to stay on top of my deadlines. I have a project manager helping me stay on top of things. He's not working a ton, but he's helping me. I just, like, you got one job, make sure I don't miss any deadlines. That's, so he's on top of that, going through my Trello, making sure nothing's slipping through the cracks. And hopefully he can come in and help me a little bit more soon. On the YouTube front, I don't know if YouTube is the right platform for these videos anymore, because I don't really, unless I really get a good title in these videos, I don't expect much awareness from this. Maybe I don't want to write it off just yet, but what I'm seeing some people do is upload their video to multiple platforms, namely Neil Patel, and he's posting, like, he'll take his video and he'll upload it to both YouTube and Facebook video. And I researched yesterday, and I saw that his Facebook video is actually getting more views than his YouTube, and it's actually considerably more. I gotta slow down in the school zone. Yeah, so his Facebook video is getting more, and then LinkedIn has video too. So should I take these videos and upload it to YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, or am I diluting my success by doing that? I don't really know, but I do know that I'm not getting many new subscribers. Ever since, when I posted my new new series announcement on Facebook, yeah, I got a bunch of new followers, but since then I've only got like a couple, and I think they've been from the gaming community. So that's something I'm thinking about. On the health side, I feel like I've got a little bit of a breakthrough with my shoulder. I've been just tweaking the recommended thing. They recommend hanging from both arms from a pull-up bar, like 5 sets, as long as you can do it. 5 reps, as long as you can do it. Well, since my particular shoulder thing is kind of in the back here, so I tried I've been hanging from just one arm, which I can see that maybe they don't recommend that because it's kind of dangerous, because people aren't as sure. But I'm using like a strapped glove, like for like deadlifting, one of those strapped gloves. So it helps my grip. It's a little bit safer, and I trust my grip. But I can see how they might not recommend that. Maybe that is better, but I can see how they might not recommend that based on safety. So that they don't want to get sued from somebody falling on their face or their side of their body. So maybe I'm onto something with that. I don't know. Maybe I had some kind of medical breakthrough. But I will say that with some of my testing, and I have this little test that I do. I'm not gonna do it while I'm driving, but you reach across and then you lift up your elbow with your other thing, and if you have pain, well, then it's probably an impingement. And I did it last night, and I did not feel pain. I was on NSAID, which is the ibuprofen, and I had just done my stretches and my little strengthening and that kind of thing. But hopefully that's like a major breakthrough. As far as sleep, I ended up, even though I did not game I did not stream last night, I did end up playing a couple games of Halo, which I really just, I don't know, I just need that. I really enjoy having that little bit of fun. I mean, you gotta have a little bit of fun, right? I played about 3 or 4 games of Halo, won them all. Let's go. And then I went to bed, but of course my sleep suffered. And then we have a soccer practice tonight. We gotta get our offense going. Like, our offense is pretty good, but I gotta help teach these kids how to actually convert when we get that ball into the other side of the field. Because what they'll do is they'll kick the ball and they'll keep it near the opponent's goal, but they won't, like I was saying yesterday, you gotta go get the ball and score it. So that's something I want to focus on in our practice today. I'm gonna do a 1-hour practice, and I think that is gonna be. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention on the YouTube side. Facebook, from what I understand, and YouTube don't like each other very much, right? It's not that they don't like each other, but Mark Zuckerberg wants to keep people on his platform as long as possible. So going back to what I was talking about, maybe posting this video on Facebook, the whole idea there is like, because Facebook isn't going to necessarily promote a YouTube link with their algorithm, and maybe LinkedIn won't either. I don't know, but I bet you Facebook, now that they're getting serious about video, like when I post and I've noticed that when I post my YouTube links, it's not getting much engagement. And like, I don't know, me personally, if one of my friends was doing something like what I'm doing right now, I'd watch it. Like, you know what I mean? Why not? If it was somewhat interesting, you know. So I do think it's not quite getting promoted the way it could be. So that's part of that. Well, that's gonna be it. This is my longest one yet, 10 minutes. Y'all have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Anything you can do to help this out, I'd appreciate it. Have a great day.